D.C. Max Scherzer, arguably the best starter in the game, the three-time Cy Young winner, racking up 200 strikeouts for the 8th straight year. In the other corner stands Jacob deGrom, the defending Cy Young champ, baseball's lowest ERA since the start of 2018. Two superstars go toe-to-toe, postseason implications on a perfect night at Nationals Park. Here we go, the tale of the tape. It's two of the best in the business. We go back to the start of the 2015 season, Max's first as a National. The numbers don't lie. Scherzer is the dominant guy, but we know what Jacob deGrom is capable of, and it kind of feels like opening day all over again when the game was decided by one swing very early.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's the third time they faced each other this year. This big boy baseball tonight, two of the best pitchers in the National League going head-to-head. Max Scherzer's been building up to this one. 71 pitches, his first start off the IL against Pittsburgh. 89, his last start against the O's. He told me the other day, Carp, he still doesn't feel like he can go throttle up. He felt good after his last start. I think he's going to go full throttle tonight against the Mets. Davey Martinez said 90 pitches. This is all up to Max. He's been waiting for the Mets. He's been waiting for the Braves. He's been waiting for Jacob deGrom.
Mets better since the break. deGrom a part of it. 9 starts, 4-1 with a 1.5 ERA, 186 opponent's batting average. The Mets rotation kind of goes as he leads the way.
Yeah, this guy's absolutely dealing this year too. Fastball in the upper 90s. He'll stay away early. If you're the Nats tonight, hack. This guy strikes a lot of guys out. 214 strikeouts on the year, second in the National League. He's only walked 39 batters.
So those are the pitchers battling. How about the battle of the fans in this one? Yeah, the Mets folks have been here in full force. Nats fans are feeling good. Some of them even talk to each other. This one's not over until the guy with the Viking hat sings, and it's deGrom, it's Scherzer. What a night this should be at Nationals Park.
All right, everybody, welcome to the next game in the Washington Nationals replay. As the promos have been done, it's game 137. 137. Last game on the video was against the Marlins, game 133, which the Nats lost 10-8. Nats did come back and take the last two from the Marlins, winning 10-5 in game 134 and 6-2 in game 135. Game 136 was Labor Day against the Mets, the first game of the series. It was actually a tight battle. Joe Ross pitched 5 innings of shutout starting, only allowing 2 hits. But he only went 5 innings because they took him out in the 5th for pinch hitting purposes, and it worked out well because the Nats got that extra run in the bottom of the 5th thanks to the pinch hitting of Stevenson. Had a key RBI single, put him up 2-0. In the 6th inning, Voth did give up a home run to Alonso, but it was a solo shot. 2-1, then the bullpen took over. Suero went an inning, and Doolittle wrapped it up in the 9th for his 24th save. So now we're at game 137, and as we look at the standings, you can see that Atlanta has been probably hotter than Washington's been. Atlanta's 85-54, Nats are a game and a half back. Philadelphia's in 3rd, Mets are in 4th, and Miami bringing up the rear. It is September after all, so there are going to be September call-ups, so there's a lot of guys on the roster for both teams to use. Let's go through the starting lineups for the Mets and also look at their bench and bullpen, or bench rather. We'll do the bullpen at the bottom of the first, and we'll look at the Nationals bullpen as well. On the mound, Max Scherzer making his 22nd start. He's 14-4 with a 2.15 ERA. In the replay, 154 2/3 innings, 105 hits, 39 runs, 37 earns, 30 walks, and 202 strikeouts. For the Mets, it'll be Mcneil, Alonso, Conforto, Ramos, Nemo, Panic, Frazier, Guillorme, and deGrom is their lineup. Off the bench, they have one left-hander, Robinson Cano, one switch hitter in Haggerty, and then 6 righties, Lagares, J.D. Davis, Rajai Davis, Rosario, Rivera, and Nido. Bullpen for the Nationals, they will have 2 lefties, Elias and Doolittle, and then 7 right-handers. Actually, Voth's not going to be on there because he's getting ready to start, so I'll take him out of there. 6 right-handers, Guerra, Suero, Rodney, Rainey, Hudson, and Strickland. All right, so again, prime matchup. I usually do the first game of a series for video purposes, but when I saw this one was a matchup of the second game of the series, I just thought it made sense to do that game instead of game 1. So that's what we shall do. Now, a couple of the National defensive ratings I forgot to put in, so we do those real quick as I'm getting everything else together. Adams is a 3 and a 4. Scherzer's a 3 and a 7. Suzuki is a 2. I don't know these by heart as much time as I've played them, but you know, they don't always remember everything. Gerardo Parra is a 3-0-0. All right, so we are ready to go. Max Scherzer finishing up those warm-up tosses. Nationals have won 3 in a row. Took the last 2 from the Marlins. Took the first game from the Mets. And of course, after this game against the Mets, they will have 1 more. And then they go to Atlanta for a big 4-game set against the Braves. So they need to hold serve, so to speak, here against the Mets if they can, and then put themselves in a position to catch the Braves. All right, Jeff Mcneil is going to lead things off. Run rating of 3. He'll face Max Scherzer. And game 137 is underway. 6-6, strikeout plus, but that's against a righty. Mcneil's a lefty, so he's counted as a blank. Mcneil, 3-4. That is a star 3, which is a ground ball to third. Rendon has it. 1 away, and that'll bring up Pete Alonso. And Alonso had the only run of the game in the first game of the series when he hit a home run off of Austin Voth. Scherzer, 5-3. That's a strikeout plus, and Alonso will be sat down. 2 up and 2 down brings up Conforto, the right fielder, Michael Conforto. 1-6, that's a range play. We'll go to Scherzer's card, or Conforto's card for that range play. 2-4 against a right-hander. It's a split chance, grounded to first, but it is a range play. Adams is a 3. So he needs a 1, 2, or 3 to get to this. And he does. So Adams gets to it, flips to Scherzer, and it's a 3-1 putout for a 1-2-3 inning for Max Scherzer and the Nationals. So the Mets go quietly in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score, and the Nationals coming to bat. Look at the Nationals lineup facing Jacob deGrom. And deGrom, I went ahead and pulled his total stats from the Replay PC computer. He is making his 27th start, 8-6 with a 2.51 ERA, 179 innings pitched, 109 hits, 54 runs, 50 earned, 48 walks, and 196 strikeouts. For the Nationals, their lineup: Turner, Cabrera, Rendon, Soto, Adams, Suzuki, Parra, Robles, and Scherzer. On the bench, 2 lefties, Stevenson and Eaton, switch hitter Wilmer Defoe, and then 7 right-handers: Ryan Zimmerman, Howie Kendrick, Michael Taylor's back, Brian Dozier, Adrian Sanchez, Yan Gomes, and another young catcher, Rowdy Reed. And in the bullpen for the Mets, they have 3 lefties: Louis Avalon, Justin Wilson, and Zamora. And then in the right-hand side, they got Lugo, Sewald, Brock, Familia, Lockett, Bachelor, and the closer, Diaz. So that's a lot to choose from. So both managers have a lengthy bench and, won't be hesitant to use it, I don't believe, if the situation calls for it. All right, so Trey Turner is going to lead things off. And he's been struggling lately, dropping down to 277 for his average, 17 homers and 55 driven in. Against Jacob deGrom, 1-4. It's not going to get any easier against deGrom. 1-4 is a strikeout. That's an 8, and he will whiff and take a seat as deGrom puts him away on the strikeout. 1 down for Asdrubal Cabrera, hitting a lowly 200, 1 homer, 8 RBI since joining the Nationals from Texas. deGrom, 1-1, possible error. 5-5. That's a ground ball to second. Second baseman error. Panic is a 3. That's a 5, so Panic will make the play. 2 up and 2 down. That's going to bring up Anthony Rendon, hitting .304, 29 homers, 98 driven in. So he's very close to the 2 magical 30 and 100 numbers. 5-3 for deGrom is a strikeout plus. So even though Rendon doesn't strike out much, the plus gets him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for both sides of the house. So going to be rough going for the offenses in this game, it appears, at least early on. That is holding to form. Top of the second, it'll be the catcher Wilson Ramos, followed by Nemo and Panic. Ramos stepping up. face Scherzer. 6-3, that's a strikeout chance. 8 is too high. We'll go to Ramos. 4-6, that's a single to right field. First hit of the game for either team. Ramos cannot get a steal chance, though, so no strategy roll is going to be needed. We'll go to Nemo, the center fielder. Scherzer to Nemo, 3-4. That is a strikeout plus, and he got him. 1 away. So Nemo is retired. That brings up Joe Panic, second baseman. Scherzer, 4-5. Strikeout chance. 7 is too high. We go to Panic. 4-5. That's a single to left. So Panic with a base hit puts runners, and Ramos, there's no way he cannot get to third base, so he will stop at second. Runners at first and second with 1 away for Todd Frazier. Scherzer in a bit of trouble. 4-6, see if he can get out of it. Possible error. Frazier, 6-1. That's a single to right field. There's no error because that's a 16, but it is a single to right. Parra has a 0 arm, but again, Ramos only runs at a 1, so don't think he's going to be able to make it. Single to right, you do add 1, gives him a 2. So let's see, a 1-2, he can actually score on this. And he does, so how about that? And that's a 1. So Panic will move up, as will Frazier on the throw. So how about that? Parra probably should have eaten it. But as it is, an RBI single from Frazier. And since we rolled a 1 here, that allows the other runners to, well, actually Panic will not move up because he's a 1 also. So I stand corrected. Nobody else advances. They only go to the original base. Had he had a run rating of 2 or higher, he would have advanced, and so would Frazier. But since Panic can't, Frazier can't. So it's a base hit, though. The Mets lead at 1-0. Again, runners at first and second with 1 out. Panic on second base has no attempt to steal third base. He has no chance at that. So there's no strategy roll. Here's Luis Guillorme, the shortstop. Scherzer could use a strikeout here. 3-1's a walk chance, and he does walk him. That loads the bases. So Scherzer in definite trouble. Was praising how well both pitchers were doing early, but now Scherzer's in trouble. Bases are loaded with 1 out for Jacob deGrom. And the infield's going to come in because there's no chance to get a double play the traditional way. They're going to have to come in, and Scherzer actually needs a strikeout big time. 2-1, but deGrom's a lefty hitter, so that's a blank. We go to deGrom. And he's a good hitter. 3-6, and there he proves it right there. A single pass second for Jacob deGrom. That will score Panic from third. Frazier, who runs at a 3 to score from second. All you need is a 2, so he will score from second as well. It's a 2-run single for the pitcher deGrom, and the Mets lead at 3-0. Guillorme, as a 4, will get to third base. So a big base hit there by deGrom. It's 3-0 favor the Mets, and Scherzer in all kinds of trouble. Again, they are going to play the infield in because the double play chances are not good the traditional way. Scherzer to Mcneil, 2-5, strikeout chance. He does get the strikeout. That helps him. That's 2 down. Now the infield can go to normal. But he's got to deal with Pete Alonso. Scherzer to Alonso, 5-3, strikeout plus. He got him. So Scherzer comes back to strikeout 2, but damage done. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Mets 3, Nationals nothing. And Jacob deGrom has been given a 3-0 lead to work with. That is not good news if you're the Nationals, because deGrom is one tough cookie. And he's going to face Juan Soto. Soto enters the game, hitting .280, 33 homers and 102 driven in. 6-3 for deGrom. He's not tired, so there's no single. Soto, 4-4. That's a single there, though. Single pass second, so leadoff single for Juan Soto. He's got an attempt to steal of a 3 because deGrom doesn't hold runners very well. But he cannot get a jump, so he will stand pat. And here's Matt Adams hitting .255, 18 homers, 51 driven in. deGrom, 1-1, possible error. 2-6, that's a single to right field. Conforto's a 2, but that's a 5, so there's no error. It is a single to right. Conforto is a -2 arm, So Soto may have issues trying to get to third base. He is a 3. To go from first to third on a single to right, you add 2, gives him a 5. But the -2 there makes it a 3. So 1 to 3, he makes it. And he does. So Soto, despite the arm from Conforto, does sneak over to third base. So runners at the corners, nobody out, and back come the Nats. Maybe they were inspired by the Mets hitting. I don't know. Here's deGrom. Infield is going to play for the double play because Suzuki is a good double play candidate. They'll give up a run to get 2 outs. deGrom, 4-4. That is a blank. No walk plus. That would be for a lefty. Suzuki will swing 5-1, question mark 9, but it's only a 1 or a 2 against a righty, and that's a 3. He just missed it. So it's actually going to be a fly ball to right. It could be a sacrifice fly. His sacrifice fly rating is a 2. And it is a sacrifice fly. So Suzuki misses a chance at a double, but he does get a sacrifice fly to score Soto and put the Nats on the board, cutting the lead to 3-1. Suzuki was hitting .278, 13 homers and 48 driven in. Gerardo Parra, his combined numbers with San Francisco and Washington, .310, 7 homers, 23 driven in. Matt Adams he has no attempts, so we're not going to worry about any strategy rolls. deGrom, 3-5. That's a straight up home run chance. He's an 8, but that's a 20, so it's a failed home run chance, but he will get to swing. 5-1, ground ball to third, could be a double play. He's a 2. The pivot on Panic, though, is a -1, so that drops it to a 1. Infield's halfway, bumps it back up to a 2. 1 to 2, it's a double play. Nope, it's a 5, but that 5 is certainly going to be enough to get the force on Matt Adams. So it's going to go as a 5-4 fielder's choice. And Parra, the new runner, at second. And he can get a jump he gets a 6 or less. He's got a 4 here plus the 2. So a 6 or less, he gets the jump. Nope, can't do it. So that'll bring up Victor Robles hitting .239, 11 homers and 53 driven in. 2-3, that's a possible error on a ground ball. Robles 4-1's a star 6. It's a fly to center, so no error to worry about, and the inning is over. But the Nationals do break through with a run. They do it on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 2 from Nats Park, it is the Mets 3 and the Nationals 1, as both pitchers, particularly Max Scherzer, try to regroup here in this 3rd inning after being knocked around a bit. Here's Michael Conforto. He's the only man that did not bat in the 2nd inning. But he will bat now. He grounded to first his first time up. Scherzer, 3-1. That's a walk chance, and that's a 1, so no doubt about it, that's a leadoff walk. And now Conforto has an attempt of 1. And it is a 1, so it's a 16, plus 1's a 17, plus 2 from Suzuki's a 19. And he's in there, stolen base for Conforto. So early on, Mets trying to strike again. That'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 3-3, and that's a strikeout plus, so he got him. 1 down. He needed that one big time. That'll bring up Brandon Nemo. Scherzer to Nemo, 2-6 strikeout chance, but 13 is too high. Go to Nemo, 1-5, ground ball to short. That's out number 2. Conforto, though, runs at a 4, so if we get a 3 or less, he will be able to move to third base. No, he cannot. He's got to hold. So he holds at third base. 2 down for Joe Panic. Scherzer to Panic, 2-4, double question mark. 1-3 is a single against a lefty. That's a 2. It's an SI1, and that will bring home Conforto. A key base hit there by Joe Panic. His second single of the game. He's 2 for 2, puts the Mets ahead 4-1, gets that 3-run lead right back. And he's got an attempt of 1. So some small ball by the Mets. That'll bring up Frazier. Everything the Mets have gotten have been singles and walks, no extra base hits. But they've accounted for 4 runs. 4-1, he's not tired, so we go to Frazier. 6-6, question mark 9, up to a 14's a hit. That's a 7, so that's going to be a double to right field. Double to right, by Frazier. Now, can Panic score? He's a 1. When you double to right, you lose 1, makes him a 0. But there are 2 outs, that makes him a 1. So a 1, he's a 1 to score. And he can't do it, he's got to hold at third base. So the double puts runners at second and third. Guillorme is the batter. You do have the pitcher deGrom on deck, but deGrom had a 2-run single last time up, so I think Scherzer's going to go ahead and pitch to Guillorme. 1-6 range play. 6-5 ground ball to second. Cabrera's only a 2. Has to have a 1 or a 2 to get to this. And he cannot. It's a base hit. Guillorme sneaks it past him. Panic will score. And now we got to look at Frazier. He's a 3, but with 2 outs it becomes a 4, which means he will score. It's a 2-run single. It is now 6-1 Mets, and Scherzer just is not his day. He is actually now going to be fatigued, giving up those 6 runs. He's pretty much at his pull rating, but he is their ace, so they're going to stick with him. And let's see. Guillorme, no attempt to steal, so no strategy roll. Scherzer to deGrom, 1-4, range play at the ballpark. Nats Park, 5-2 is a double to center field by deGrom. It is a range play. Robles is a 3. And he does make the play and save another run, most likely. Successful range play ends the inning, but the Mets get 3 runs. They do it on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. They've hit Scherzer for 6 runs on 7 hits in the last 2 innings. And this one is not going well. Scherzer's set to be the leadoff man, but he's going to have to come out. It's just not his day. And when it's not your day, you just have to admit it's not your day and move on. So despite all those hopes, maybe he was too pumped up, I don't know, but he's coming out because he's set to lead off the inning. And they will have a pinch hitter, and it will be Andrew Stevenson to pinch hit. And then we'll figure out who the new pitcher is going to be. But right now it is Stevenson, one of the 2 lefties, on the bench. He will pinch hit. Didn't think he'd be called on in the 3rd inning, but that's what we're looking at. deGrom come out now and face Stevenson. 1-6, that's the ballpark card. We're going to Nats Park. 1-5, that's a star 5, and a star 5 is a fly to left. So Stevenson is retired, 1 away for Trey Turner. 5-5, that's a strikeout chance, 7 got him. Turner out on strikes. 2 down for Asdrubal Cabrera. 6-1, ball 1. 1-4, it's a strikeout chance, and he got him. So deGrom, much better 3rd inning. I think with this run support, he is now on cruise control. And now we need a new pitcher for the Nationals. And we'll see who that's supposed to be. Let's take a look who's got the length, potentially, to throw some innings. Looks like it's Eric Fetty by default because he's not going to start for a while. So they need innings, so they're going to Eric Fetty. Fetty will be in there. And he is much tougher on righties than he is lefties. Wait a minute, I don't have Fetty. He might be a starter. You know what? I don't have him listed as a pitcher on the availability, so. But you know what? I think he is available, so I think I just missed that. So it is Fetty. It is Fetty. He will be out there to face Mcneil. Alonso and Conforto, 2 lefties, but he's much better against righties, but you just need innings right now. 6-4, that's a walk plus. Not a good start if you're Mr. Fetty. Leadoff walk. Mcneil, we're still doing strategy roll because there's only a 5-run difference. His attempt is a 2. And it is a 2, so we bring Mcneil back. He's a 9, but -2 from Fetty, so he's probably going to hold. I think that's going to hold him up right there. So let's go to Alonso. 3-2 blank, so we check Alonso's card. 1-5, ground ball to second, could be a double play. He's a 2. Fetty adds 1, makes it a 3. They're halfway, makes it a 4. 1-4 is a double play. And of course, that's the way it's going for the Nats. It's not, but it's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice. But they can't quite turn the double play. 1 away instead of 2 away. And Conforto the batter. 2-3, that's a potential wild pitch, but that's a 20, so no wild pitch there. Fetty will try again. 5-3. Against a righty would have been a star line, but he's a lefty. So Conforto gets to swing. 4-3. Split chance, but against a righty, he grounds to first. This again could be a double play. 2 there and a 1 there is a 3, but when you go to first, you don't get that extra boost for the infield being halfway, so it stays a 3. And of course, that cost him. That new rule cost him. So it's going to be a 3-6 fielder's choice. Again, no double play. Conforto attempt of 2. But nothing happening. Here's Wilson Ramos. Fetty, 2-2. Now he gets the advantage of facing a righty, and he gets the star line for that. So Fetty on the 3, ground ball to short to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 6-1 Mets. And deGrom is pretty much going on autopilot right now. And it's up to the Nats to try to get him out of that. Rendon will be the first batter. Struck out his first chance. 4-2, that's a potential walk. 18 too high. Go to deGrom. Go to Rendon. 4-3, ground ball to second. 1 away. That brings up Juan Soto. 4-5, that's a strikeout chance, but 20 is too high. Go to Soto. 4-1, that's a ground ball to first. 2 down for Matt Adams. 4-5, that's another strikeout chance, and this one he gets him. So another 1-2-3 inning for deGrom. He just had that shaky second, but he's been in charge ever since. And it's still a 6-1 game as we go to the 5th. And the Nationals just look like they're playing for tomorrow to try to win the series. All right, Fetty back out. Will face Nemo. Started off, he's 0 for 2. 6-2 is a straight-up home run chance, though, for Nemo. He's an 8. That's a 2. It is gone. Nemo is 0 for 2, no more. It is now 7-1 Mets. And now strategy rolls are off because of the 6-run differential. Fetty's still in there he's got to take one for the team here. 3-5, that's a blank. We go to Panic. 5-3, it's a double to center field. Panic is 3 for 3 now. And the Mets are just bludgeoning the Nationals. Fetty, 3-5, that is an automatic out on a star line against a righty. Frazier, 2 is going to be a ground ball to third. So that's 1 away. That'll bring up Guillorme. Again, strategy rolls are off. Fetty, 4-4. Against a lefty, that's a straight out single, S1. That'll be an RBI single. It is now 8-1 Mets. And Guillorme is 2 for 2 in that number 8 hole as a shortstop, taking place of Rosario, who would normally be in there. But Guillorme gets the start. That'll bring up deGrom. And of course, you're not going to bunt with deGrom with the score being what it is. You're just going to swing away. Fetty, 5-4, strikeout chance, got him. So that's out number 2. Flip the order over now to Mcneil. This will be his 4th at bat in 5 innings. Fetty, 2-4, range play at the ballpark. 5-5, star 3, star 3 is a ground ball to short. Range of Turner is a 3. And he does make the play successfully. Successful range play. Ends the inning, but 2 runs come in on 3 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is a laugher here in D.C. It is 8-1 Mets. And deGrom, just a casual Tuesday evening through Nats Park. Suzuki, or deGrom rather, 5-2. Double question mark is a blank versus righty. Go to Suzuki. 3-2, and that's a ground ball to second. 1 away. For Gerardo Parra. deGrom, 3-1 is a walk plus, so he will issue the base on balls. That's the first walk issued by deGrom. And that brings up Victor Robles, then we'll get a pinch hitter for Fetty. 2-5, that's a strikeout plus. And even with being a 20, the plus is going to make it a 20, so Robles is out of there. 2 down, and now we need a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be Adam Eaton, the other lefty off the bench. So Adam Eaton will pinch hit here in the 5th inning, not the 6th inning. Adam Eaton is aboard to pinch hit. deGrom, 6'4", strikeout plus, and he got him. So Eaton probably didn't appreciate being used that way, but that's just the way it works out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 5, it is the Mets 8 and the Nationals 1. And we need a new pitcher for Washington. Almost like looking for a sacrificial lamb here, because I don't think anybody really wants to come out and pitch. Let's see who they're going to use. They're going to go with, let's see, does anybody else have any length? Javi Guerra has a little bit of length. We'll use him. So Javi Guerra is on. He will be the new pitcher. Eric Fetty went 2 innings. Scherzer 3 and Fetty 2. All right, so Alonso will lead it off for the Mets against Guerra. 6'6", strikeout plus, and he got him. So Guerra gets the K. Here's Conforto. 4-5. That's a hit by pitch. He's an 11, but Guerra's a -6, so no hit by pitch. Go to Conforto. 2-6. He lines it to short. Snagged by Turner. 2 down. Hoping to give you all a close one on this excellent pitching matchup, but the dice had other ideas. Here's Wilson Ramos. 5-3, strikeout chance too high. And that'll go to Ramos. 2-5, that's a star 6, fly to right, ends the inning. And unfortunately, I'm not the most entertaining person, so I have a hard time trying to keep people interested in a blowout game, the way some other channels have more dynamic personalities that can do that. But I have limitations, so I recognize those. All right, so Trey Turner will lead things off here against deGrom. 1-2, and that's a strikeout chance, but 14 is too high. We go to Turner. 1-2, that's a single past second base. So Trey Turner's aboard, of course, with the scoreboard is. No strategy rolls, no steal attempts, no nothing. Here's Cabrera, 6-1. That's a possible wild pitch. It will be a wild pitch. So we'll bump up Turner to second base. 1-2, strikeout chance, got him. Cabrera is out. 1 down for Rendon. 3-5, that's a straight up home run chance. He's a 13, that's a 17 though. That's the night it's been for the Nationals. To get a home run chance, but they miss it. A good home run chance too, but they miss it. So it's just, when the dice don't go your way, they just don't go your way. But Rendon will get to swing. 5-2, and he's going to pop it up to second. So uneventful after that. 2 down now for Juan Soto. 3-6, strikeout too high. We go to Soto. 1-2, fly to center. Innings over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 6. Here at Nats Park, it is the Metropolitan fans who made the trip very happy, 8, and the homestanding Nats fans very sad, 1. Guerra back out for his second inning of work. We'll be facing Nemo, followed by Panic and Frazier. Guerra to Nemo, 3-2, that's the ballpark card, going to Nationals Park. For Nemo, 5-2, that's a double to center field for Nemo. So after going 0 for 2, Nemo has come up with a home run and now a double. That brings up Joe Panic. He's 3 for 3. Guerra, 2-4. Potential walk, but that's a 20, so no walk. Go to Panic. 1-3, fly to right. 1 down. And with the score being what it is, we're not going to... The only way they're going to move up the base is if it's automatic. If we got to roll for it, then they stay put. Here's Frazier. Guerra, 5-3. Strikeout chance, got him. 2 down. Now, here's Guillorme, who's been stellar. He's only a 246 hitter, but he's reached base all 3 times. You know what? Guerra says, not against me, he hasn't, so he's going to pitch to him. 4-3, and that's a potential walk, and he will walk, so again, Guillorme has reached all 4 times. So that'll bring up deGrom with 2 outs and 2 on. Guerra now is tired, so he's got to watch those fatigue rolls. 1-5 is a strikeout, and he does get deGrom to end the inning. That's going to be it for Gary. He's going to go 2 innings as well. This inning for the Mets, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time. It is 8-1 Mets. And now the only question for deGrom is how far do you want him to go as far as innings pitched. He's faced 22 batters. He can face 25. So this is probably his last inning. They maybe should have pinch hit for him earlier, but they want him to go 7 if they can, so they'll give it a shot. deGrom to Adams, 5-4, strikeout chance. Got him. 1 down. Here's Suzuki. 2-3. That's a potential error on a ground ball. 3-4, and it is a ground ball to short. Guillorme, though, has a 0 error rating, so no error chances for Guillorme at all. And there's 2 away for Gerardo Parra. deGrom, 4-4. That's a walk plus to the lefty, so he does walk to Parra. 2-out walk brings up Robles. 3-5, straight up home run chance. He's an 8, but again, that fails. The D20 has not been kind. No home run, but Robles will swing. 1-3, fly to left, and the inning's over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 7. It is still 8-1 Mets, and I think that might be all for deGrom. I think they're going to cap him at 7 innings, and they'll turn to the bullpen with an 8-1 lead, figuring the bullpen can't blow it. Now, speaking of bullpens, the Nationals will turn to somebody else as Guerra is now fatigued. They'll go to a lefty, Elias, out of the bullpen. He was a late season acquisition at the deadline from Seattle. So Ronis Elias will be the new pitcher, as they have 3 batters coming up and 2 of them are lefties. Not that it really matters, but it's a good chance to get Elias into the game. Here's Mcneil starting the top of the 8th, 5-4. That's a hit by pitch chance. He's a 27, so obviously that's going to be a hit by the pitch. So Elias comes in and hits Jeff McNeil, and now Mets bench starting to bark a little bit with the score being 8-1. Now you hit somebody. They're kind of questioning that. Here's Alonso, 6-1 strikeout, got him. 1 away. Brings up Conforto. 5-6 strikeout chance, got him too. So Elias now straightening out. 2 strikeouts in a row. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 1-3 strikeout. Not going to be 3 in a row though, because his strikeouts are too low. So he will swing. 5-2, question mark 9 against a lefty, goes to a 10. That's a 1. So that's going to be a single for Wilson Ramos. A single to right field. And McNeil running as a 3 with 2 outs makes him a 4. First to third, you add 2 makes him a 6. So since it's automatic, he will advance to third base. So now runners at the corners, 2 down. And this is Brandon Nemo, another lefty, against Elias. 4-5 is a strikeout chance, but too high. So we go to Nemo. 6-2, star 5 is a ground ball to third to end the inning. So Elias pitches his 1 inning. Gives up no runs, a hit, no errors, and leaves 2 on base. You go to the bottom of the 8th, and we'll get a new pitcher for the Mets, and we'll get a pinch hitter for Elias for the Nationals. So for the Mets, they will turn to, and with a big lead like they've got, they could probably turn to some of their scrubs, if you want to call them that. So they will go to Paul Sewald. Paul Sewald is on. deGrom, masterful. 1 run over 7 innings. So you can bet if Sewald runs into trouble, they will pull him. Pinch hitting for the Nationals. They're going to bring up, let's see who they want to use here. They're going to use Brian Dozier. Brian Dozier is going to pinch hit. So Dozier is on to pinch hit against Sewald. 3-3 is an error on a ground ball, potentially. 6-6 pops it up to second. So Dozier is out of there on the pop-up to second base. So he's out. Top of the order now for Trey Turner. Seawald to Turner. 2-3 is a strikeout, and he got him. So Turner's got the hat trick. 3 strikeouts in this game. And that brings up Cabrera. 3-2. That is a range play at the ballpark. 4-5. That is a home run to the pull side. His home run is a 10, but again, once again, the D20 fails him. So it's not an out automatically because it is a range play. So if it's a failed range play, it'll turn into a double. Pull side for him is right field, so it's range check on Conforto. 1-3, he makes the catch. 4, 5, or 6, it drops for a double. And it's going to drop for a double. So one of the few times that the dice went in the favor of the Nationals, but again, too little too late. A 2-out double doesn't really do much for him. Here's Rendon. He could use a hit. 5-4, we're back to the ballpark card again. 3-2, and that's a blank. So we're going to the rare play chart, just what we need in a game like this. Rare play with runners on base. That's a 32. 32 says with less than 2 outs, shallow fly to center. Well, there already are 2 outs. So let's see what it says here. Shallow fly to center resolve play is a F8 range play. All right, so basically it's a range play on the center fielder, Nemo. He is a 3. And he makes the catch, so everything else is a moot point. He makes the catch and ends the inning. No runs a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 9th, it is still 8-1, favor the Mets. And let's see what the Nationals wish to do. They will have to bring in a new pitcher, obviously. And let's see who they're going to go to here in this mop-up duty. They're going to be facing Panic, Frazier, and Guillorme. They will turn to Hunter Strickland. So Hunter Strickland is on. Hunter Strickland. He'll be facing Panic, Frazier, and Guillorme. 1-5, and that's a strikeout chance, but that's too high, so Panic will swing. 6-6, that's a star 5, fly to center. 1 down, that brings up Todd Frazier. Strickland, 4-3, that is an automatic out with a star line. And that's going to turn into a fly out to right, 2 down. Here's Guillorme, he's reached base all 4 times. Strickland, 5-4, strikeout chance, too high, we go to Guillorme. 5-2, this time they get him. Liner to second, finally gets out of it. Strickland goes a 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. I would say last chance for the Nationals, but that would be kind of almost comical. So Seawald will come back out and try to finish off the ball game. It'll be Soto, Adams, and Suzuki here in the 9th against Seawald. Actually, Seawald has faced 4 batters. He can only face 5. So you know what? They're going to take Seawald out because they don't want to give up a cheap hit on a fatigue roll. So they will go to boy, who do you want to go to here in this case? Walker Lockett. We'll go to Walker Lockett. Horrible ERA, but that's the kind of guy you bring in when it's 8-1. So Lockett is on to face Soto. 6-1, straight up home run chance, and Soto crushes it. It is gone. Home run number 34 for Juan Soto. RBI number 103. Cuts the lead to 8-2. Here's Matt Adams. 3-4. That's a possible error on a throw. 1-2. Ground ball to second. Panic's only a 3. That's a 6. So there's no error there. 1 away. And here's Suzuki. Lockett 4-1 range play. We go to Suzuki for a range check. 1-1, ground ball to short. The range of Guillorme is a 3. And he makes the play. So Guillorme not only doing it offensively, he's doing it defensively. Last out coming up is potentially Gerardo Parra. Lockett 6-2, strikeout chance, and he got him, and that's the ball game. So Lockett gave up the home run to Soto, but that was it. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. So there's your ball game. Mets win it by the score of 8-2. 8-2, favor the Mets. Winning pitcher was deGrom. Losing pitcher was Scherzer. Scherzer drops now to 14-5. And deGrom improves to 9-6. One of the few times deGrom actually got run support. Mets piled up. I've got them for 12 hits unofficially. And they left on 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs on 5 hits. And they left on 5. This is all unofficial until I put it in the computer. But the official part is the Mets get the victory in convincing fashion in the second game of the series. They defeat the Nationals and Max Scherzer by the score of 8-2. And boy, it's hard to say who the offensive player of the game is. Panic had 3 hits. Guillorme had on base 4 times. Nemo a home run and a double. So a lot of different guys, but I think the player of the game obviously is deGrom, going 7 innings pitched, only allowing the 1 run. So the Nationals lose this one, and they drop now to 82-55. So right now they're 2 games back of Atlanta, depending on what Atlanta does in their game. And as we look ahead, the final game of the series will be Zach Wheeler against Anibal Sanchez. That'll be on Wednesday the 4th. And then the big series coming up will be with Atlanta in SunTrust Park. First game of the series will be game 139. It'll be the next video. It'll be Max Fried for the Braves against Strasburg for the Nationals. So that's what's coming up. This one posting on Tuesday, and the other game from Atlanta will post on Thursday. So this Tuesday, September the 3rd, 2019. Of course, when you're looking at it, it's going to be Tuesday, whatever day Tuesday is. I don't even know what day it is right now, to be honest with you. I have to look. Sometimes you lose track of what day it is sometimes. Very, very weird. Today's the 17th, Friday the 17th that I'm recording this. So Tuesday would be, what, the 20th, 21st, something like that. So this will post on Tuesday around lunchtime, I'm assuming. And then on Thursday, I'll post the Atlanta-Washington game with Strasburg against Max Fried. That will be played in the replay on Thursday, September the 5th. So the last game against the Mets will be offline. First game against the Braves will be the video that's shown on Thursday. That'll be game 139. And of course, every Saturday, 2 o'clock, it is the Stratomatic NBC Game of the Week. And as you're watching this, the following Saturday will be the 25th. The Saturday is coming up after this game post will be the 25th. That'll be the Orioles and the Brewers from Milwaukee. So that's something to look forward to as well on Stratomatic. That's Saturday, 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday afternoon, just like in the old days when I was growing up. So that's going to do it from here. Unfortunately, the game did not play out as close as I would have liked. But what are you going to do? The dice just said Max Scherzer, today is not your day. Mets win it 8-2. Met fans are happy. Nationals fans go away a little bit unhappy, but they're still in pretty good shape for their wild card. So we'll see how that plays out. But catching Atlanta for the division lead is going to probably be something they're not going to be able to do, but you never know. But we'll play it out, and that's the whole fun of playing these things out. Game 137 is in the books. So we're looking at, 24 more games remaining in the season. So, 2 games is nothing to make up in 24 games. So, big series coming up at SunTrust Park in a couple of days, and that's where they can either make hay or lose hay, as the saying goes. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch, Washington Nationals 2019 replay style. Till next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you happen to choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.